Welcome back to this final chapter of Depression to Manifestation. So, this is the last chapter of the series. So, we are actually focusing on the process of manifesting things. So, how we can actually manifest what we want in life. So, what is the correct procedure to manifest what we actually want from the life? So, before that, it is very important to know what you want, because if you don't know what you want from this life, then what you will be manifesting. So if manifestation has to work, then you should know first place that this is what you want, right? So, and most times either we'll have so many confusions, like I want this or that, or what I should be choosing, what I should manifest. Either you don't be having any kind of clarity, or else you'll be in confusion, or else you'll be trying to manifest something which is not right for you. So most of the time this is something which people actually go through. So they try to manifest something which is not at all right for their life. Okay, and acceptance is very important in that phase. And yes, there is this people who actually know what they want to kind of manifest, but they are looking for some proper procedure. So that proper procedure will be sharing in this video, so you can just wait for it. So for those who are in confusion, or for those who just don't know what you want to manifest, for you it's very important to give your brain, your mind the rest, because when your brain is overthinking, there is so much energy that is consuming in overthinking, and at end you will be left with no energy. So even if you get to even if you feel like you should be doing something, you won't be actually able to do anything because of that overthinking, and you'll be end up having low energy, and in low energy you can't actually initiate things. So it's very important to give your brain, your mind the rest. So once you give your brain, your mind the rest, then you'll have the clarity in your mind. And once you have that clarity, you will know what you want in your life and what you have to manifest from your life. So what is actually meaning by the taking of rest? Okay, so you can take rest through exercises or through meditation. So especially meditation works brilliantly, especially if you want to give your brain and mind the rest from all the kind of thoughts that is happening in your brain. So meditation works like brilliant, and using this meditation and exercises, you can rest your brain and mind, and which will help you free from all the variety of thoughts. So later giving you the clarity of the thoughts, and then you can able to analyze what is it that you exactly want from your life and from this manifestation. So what exactly it's that you want to manifest. So now thing that you want to manifest. So now let's get into the procedure. So once you know what you want to manifest, now it's all about the procedure. So the most important thing for manifestation is that you should be very grateful, because if you're not grateful for whatsoever you have right now, then you can't actually attract any kind of gratefulness or any kind of good experiences into life. So be grateful for whatsoever the life already had given to you. So first be grateful to that, and once you are grateful to that, then you can manifest things. So, and there is another important thing: whatsoever that is you want to manifest, you should always add the act of service in it. So we already discussed what is act of service. It is nothing but thinking about others as well in the mind when you are manifesting something. For example, I had given this example, like if I want a car, I can just say I want a car, but that is not something that is a random dry manifestation. But when I say I want a car because I want my parents to feel that comfort, so then I'm not just asking that car for myself, I'm asking for my parents. So this is like a when you ask something for others, okay, so it becomes the act of service. So including these kind of things is very important for manifestation. How you can do that procedure? Okay, so the procedure involves that before you need to actually write what is it that you want, but before that you have to do this breathing exercise. What This breathing exercise is very important, because see, this breathing is actually in astrology compared to Jupiter. So Jupiter is a kind of it is a very godly planet. This will have some direct impact on your brain, on your bhagya, that is fortune, luck. And this is something, I mean, this graha is something that indicates the universe in itself, and the god in itself. So for that reason, breathing is something that is attached with Jupiter. So when you include Jupiter in your act of manifestation, so then manifesting or clearly saying the universe what is that you want becomes very easier. For that reason, breathing is very important. So after exercising breathing and after you become grateful, so then you have to write what is it that you want to manifest. You have to write in past tense. You should write only one thing that you want to manifest. If you write multiple things that you want to manifest, then it doesn't work. So you have to just write only one thing that you want to manifest, and you have to include act of service in it. That is, you should ask for others as well in that. And you should write that in yellow paper in red ink. So it is considered good, especially yellow again represents Jupiter and red represents the Mars. So Mars is very important, okay, for action. That is what represented by Mars. So if you don't do any kind of action, then manifesting is really hard. For that reason, you have to write in Jupiter paper, that is in yellow paper, using Mars, that is red ink. So in red ink you will be writing what is it that you want, and you should be writing only one thing, and you should add that act of service in it. So you have to do this continuously for 2 months. Continuously for straight 2 months you will be doing this. So, and you can also use picture for visualization. So if it's a car or any house that you want to manifest, then you can just have that photo, and you directly daily you will be visualizing that by looking at that picture or photo. So this is all. And then at end, becoming capable is very important with your action. So if you are just writing but you are not doing any kind of action towards it, it doesn't matter whether the action is bigger or not. At least you should try to take some actions. Even if it is the smallest of smallest, you should take the actions, because action only will lead to manifesting things. So becoming capable for whatsoever that is you want to manifest is very important. Would love to conclude this entire series and this video with some important things. So that is, so be like Shivaji, this king Shivaji. He was someone who was always working and thinking about others. For his people he was working, and he was someone who was he wasn't following any kind of rules. Basically he was he was not following any kind of rules. Especially if you heard me giving that example of Shivaji and the story of why astrologers used to say something and he wasn't listening to any kind of astrologers. So that is called the breaking of rules, not following the rules. Sometimes it is very important, if you want to achieve big in life, to break the rules, not follow the rules. So you should be like that also in some times. And then there is this very important keynote, so that is eat less. Because eating more will it will make that the energy will be heavily consumed in digestion. And if you also do overthinking, then you will be literally left with low energy, and in that low energy you can't do anything. So eating less will make the energy be saved, because the energy won't be much wasting in digestion. And if you cut that overthinking also, you will be left with so much energy, and you can put that energy into action. That is nothing but converting your manifestation. So that is whatsoever that you want to achieve into action, and then manifest it into reality. So if you're watching till now, then all the best for you. You can start your journey of manifestation, and I would love to know your story again. And all the very best to your future.